These on here and yep, I'm there. Okay. Hi everyone. Just sit back a little. Make sure I'm covered. Hi. So, I'm a morning person and I wake up with lots of feelings. I wake up very on, very ready. And I was awakened last night again by an orgasm. What's going on? It's pretty cool. I'm not complaining. This one was different. I woke up and I was already in the state of orgasm, like full, and I was awake. And this time I did put my hand on my yoni to move and get involved with whatever was going on inside of me that had fully awakened me this time. Like the night before last, it was a totally different orgasmic sleeping, waking experience. This orgasm just woke me up and out and made my actual physical hand move towards my yoni and stimulate myself and continue this amazing orgasmic experience that just started on its own without any touch. And it was pretty amazing. And the night before last, not even touching myself and having this amazing, mind-blowing, soul-shifting, orgasmic experience. So I'm really processing these experiences, and because they're coming up at a really interesting time when I'm really feeling, like I said, mildly celibate. My sex life just looks very different than it has in years. My physical sexual expression with self and others is so much smaller than it ever has been. My arousal and sexual expression has found so many other ways to express itself and to be in an orgasmic state of living and celebrating my sexuality without intercourse or oral sex, or it being something that is focused just on genitals. My sex life is not a genitally focused sex life. And I'm really happy, I can remember when I first met Tantra so long ago and really wanting to expand myself, and I feel like my body is in a state of being and mind that I have been seeking and working towards for years. And so there's a part of me that's where I was judging myself sexually, saying, my PTSD and my blindness, and I'm sexually fucked up, and what's wrong with me? Why am I not, having all this sex, intercourse and oral sex, and why am I not being so physically, sexually active? Now it's wow, holy shit, Candace, you kudos to you. You have achieved and you have grown in places of your sexuality and parts of your sexuality that you've really I've really been desiring to. And so baby, feels so much better than the other story of I'm a sexually wounded woman, and so I'm just not open, and there's something wrong with me, and that has its truth and that has its place. But there's so many stories, and we have choice as to what stories we celebrate and we dive into and we let run our life. And then we are my stories, they're just stories. And they find their way into our lives, and they all have their place. And I'm very grateful that the story that I've been in and living and I've struggled with is shifting, and I'm creating a new story inside that is far more life-affirming, self-affirming, positive, and really promotes continuing healing and evolution, and makes me feel so much better than the negative self-condemning stories. You know, taking proper time to look at truth and darkness and some of those stories that are self-deprecating and that have been my truth, that are my truth at times, and I have to work through it to shine light on these dark stories, to come to other truths and other stories and other realities. So here I am. I don't feel like I have much else to share. I'll be back later with more as usual. Maybe getting ready for tomorrow's Tantric Unveiling Play Shop. I've decided which rooms and floors I'm going to open and how I'm going to set it up, and the guest list is looking great, and I've had some great conversations with some great people that are coming. And then we have an event Friday. We have our Frolic Theater, Dark Tantra Double Domination, the sequel. And so Miss Imperial Jade will be really dropping into another level of submission and doing some cat play. And we will be inviting, and so at this next Frolic Theater, there will be more opportunities for the crowd to engage with the show, and in many ways. I can't give all the secrets because it's like, then you're just ruining it. So that's on Friday. And we've opened up pink play zones for after the theater, because a lot of people get really juicy from the theater and then they're ready to play and explore some of the things they saw. And so we'll open up play zones for that. We'll open up a safe erotic photography zone that'll be private. And then we'll also have a private closed door room for people to receive private mini sessions. As usual, we have these little 10-minute tasters of different experiences provided by different people in community. And this time we're going to offer them to singles and couples with a closed door. So I'm excited about all these new openings for Frolic Theater and shifts. And then our regular, the Tantric Unveiling and the Temple Play, I've done a lot, and it's been going, it's in its place. So Sunday brunch, Temple of Play, and erotic brunch. Check that out. It's a really full week. Get your tickets on the Temple of Frolic Eventbrite page. If you haven't joined the Temple of Frolic meetup for San Diego or Boston, New England, depending on where you travel to or you may want to consider traveling to, I suggest joining those groups. That is the best way to stay in the loop. I'm all over social media, everywhere. If you look up Temple of Frolic, Candace Marie Divinatrix, or my original pseudo persona when I came out 8 years ago under a pseudonym, it was Elise Mystique. And then I changed it to Elise Divine. So Elise Divine is my name on FetLife, actually. So, yeah. Mwah. Have a beautiful, wonderful day, everyone. And I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Really seeing you all. That is the intention of the Tantric Unveiling. So, check out the event page. It's a really deep, playful, sexy tantric experience that can provide great healing as well as fun. Mwah.